Hello! Welcome back everyone to Shamrocks Shenanigans. It's me, Kieran. Hope all you guys are doing well. Enjoying the summer and the sunshine. Right, today's video. It's going to be a little bit of a mixture of some old Shamrocks and Shenanigans tracks mixed with a few new ones. All these tracks are just some good fun, bit of comedy for a laugh. So if you've got your dancing shoes on, have a little dance. If not, sit back, relax. And if you're joining us on the live chat, please comment below and I'll be in there and I'll be able to talk to you all there. So this first video, let me know if anyone can relate to it, because I definitely can. And it's all about being late for work. So if you've ever been late to work, or if this has ever happened to you, let us know. And let us know which one of these are your favourite. There's going to be about 10, 11, 12 songs on this one, so please comment below which one's your favourite and if you'd like to hear more. So let's go.
Oh, me alarm goes off at 7 and I give the snooze a tap. Sure, 5 more minutes never hurt, 'tis just a little nap. Then 5 turns into 50 and I wake up in a fright, doing 40 down the Nass Road with me jumper on not right. 'Cause I only had the one last night. The one, well, 1 or 20. I swore
Oh, I can definitely relate to that one. Can you?
Had pints aplenty. The boss says you're on thin ice, son, and the ice is getting thinner. I'd win the race to work, I would, if they'd start it after dinner. So I set the clock for 6 o'clock and moved across the floor. I set a back up on me phone and one behind the door. 3 alarms went off like sirens, sure the neighbours called the guards, and they found me snoring like a saint while the house shook to its rafters. 'Cause I only had the one last night. The one, well, 1 or 20. I swore I'd be in bed by 10, but the pub had pints aplenty. The boss says you're on thin ice, son, and the ice is getting thinner. I'd win the race to work, I would, if they'd start it after dinner. Then I set it for 5:30, lads, I meant it this time true. I laid me clothes out on the chair, I polished up me shoe. But Deco rang at 9 o'clock, said once with pint no more. I woke at noon on Tuesday in a lifeboat on Howth Shore. The boss called me on Friday, and he didn't even shout. He just pointed at the clock, and then he gently showed me out. He said, son, in 20 years of work, I'll tell you what I've learned. You're the finest man I've ever sacked. And that's a compliment I earned. 'Cause I only had the one last night. The one, well, 1 or 20. Sure, now I've got no job at all in time. I've got a plenty. No alarm goes off tomorrow, and there's no clock left to fight. I'm unemployed and well rested, lads, and I am off out for the one tonight. And do you know the maddest thing? Now that I've nowhere to be, I'm up every morning at 6, bright as a daisy. There's no justice in this world.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but that has happened to me before. Let me know if any of you have lost a job because of the alcohol drink, or just can't get up for work in the morning. Anyway, moving on swiftly. This track, now I know some of you can relate to this one, because I'm feeling the crunch, and I'm sure everyone else is feeling the crunch who's driving here. So, who's it down to? That mad orange man in the USA? I think it might be. So this one's called The Price of Diesel. And if you're wondering, all these songs are going to be available on Spotify. A few of them will be out there already. And if they're not out there already, they will be out there very, very shortly. So go give us a follow on there and listen to all your favourite songs.
Oh, I woke up this morning with a pain in me head. Me wallet was empty and the tank was stone dead. I drove to the station, me heart full of dread, and the sign on the pump nearly knocked me down dead. €2 a litre for the unleaded stuff. Diesel's gone mental, it's 2.20 rough. I said to the lad, are ye taking the piss? He says, blame the hormers, now pay up or walk miss.
Oh, the price of the fuel has us all up the walls. We're broke, we're raging, we're ready for brawls.
From Dublin to Kerry, from Cork to Donegal, we're fucking fed up, we can't afford it at all. Hormuz is blocked and the oil won't flow. Trump's on the telly yelling, open it, go! But while he's tweeting and threatening Iran, we're stuck in the queue with an empty tin can.
Has it been sorted yet by you? Because the price is still pretty expensive round by me. Let me know.
Cursing the factors, me granny can't heat her wee house anymore. The oil man's a bandit who laughs at the poor. We used to fill up for a tenner or two. Now it cost half me wages just to drive to the loo. The government's cutting a few cent excise, but it's still daylight robbery in a very thin disguise.
So the price of the fuel has us all up the walls. We're broke, we're raging, we're ready for brawls.
From the Aran Islands to the shores of Loch Ness,
we're fucking furious, make the bastards pay.
Iran's got the straight and they're squeezing it tight. Trump's saying, bomb 'em from morning till night. But down in old Ireland, we're the ones getting screwed, while the rich fly their jets and we queue for cheap food. To hell with the lot of them politicians and sheikhs, mullahs and moguls and big Egypt Yanks. They're playing their games with our blood and our sweat, while we can't even drive to the pub for a bet. Me van's on its last legs, the missus is crying. The kids need new shoes, but the tank keeps on dying. If Hormuz don't open and Trump don't sort Iran, we'll be pushing our motors with our own two hands.
Oh, the price of the fuel has us all up the walls. We're broke, we're raging, we're ready for brawls.
So raise up your voices from here to Donegal.
We're fucking fed up, and we've had it, that's all.
Yeah, I'm definitely fed
Open
up.
the strait
I
or
know
we'll all
that.
go berserk. Trump, sort your mess out, you big orange Burke. Till then we'll be protesting, blocking the road, cause in Ireland today we can't afford to go.
So, has anyone else been affected by that? I'm sure there's been many of you that have. The next track. So this is a Shamrocks and Shenanigans version of a very famous, very iconic Irish song, Seven Drunken Nights. If you know it, you'll know it, how good the song is. And if you don't know it, search the Dubliners, Seven Drunken Nights, and look that up, and I think you'll like it. But this version is a little bit different. It is out on our YouTube already, and it's what I think the song would go like if it was written in 2026. So, let me know what you think. I hope I haven't destroyed a classic. Well, I think that I put a nice little comedy twist on it. Let me know.
As I stumbled home on Monday night, as drunk could be, I saw an e-scooter by the door where my old bike used to be. Well, I called my wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns that scooter by the door where my old bike should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see. That's a lovely bike that me mother sent to me. Well, I've wandered many roads, 100 miles and then some more, but an e-bike with no pedals, sure I've never saw before.
Them fucking e-bikes are everywhere doing my bloody heading.
As drunk could be, I saw a pair of Air Max trainers where my old trainers used to be. Well, I called my wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns those Air Max trainers where my old trainers should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see that's a lovely pair of flower pots that me mother sent to me. Well, I've wandered many roads, 100 miles and then some more, but laces in flower pots sure I never saw before. As I came home on Wednesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a strange vape on the charger where my old vape should be. Well, I called my wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns that vape on the charger where my old vape should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see that's a lovely Apple Watch that me mother sent to me. Well, I've wandered many roads, 100 miles and then some more, but Vape Joe said a watch sure I never saw before. As I came home on Thursday night, as drunk could be, I saw a new iPhone on the table where my Samsung should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns that iPhone on the table where my old Samsung should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see that's a lovely new iPad that me mother sent to me. Well, I've wandered many roads, 100 miles and then some more, but an iPad the size of an iPhone sure I've never saw before. I came home on Friday night as drunk could be. I saw a head inside the bed where my old head should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns that head inside the bed where my old head should be? You're underdrunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see they're a lovely VR headset that me mother sent to me. Well, I've wandered many roads, 100 miles and then some more, but here on a VR headset sure I've never saw before.
So, I don't know how you guys, or what you thought of that one. That's our little version of a classic, little twist on a classic. Now, this next one here, you might recognise the tune, but I guarantee you won't recognise the lyrics. Now, is anyone listening who's a dog lover, or is going out with someone, or has a wife or a husband who is a dog lover? Because if you do, I reckon you might be able to relate to this one. Now, I used to have a dog, but I wasn't this bad as this guy was in this song. But now I've got one cat, and I can kind of relate to it. So, any animal lovers in, please let us know. And if you're listening in the live chat, let us know if you've got any pets. What's the names? Let's hear from you. Come on.
Oh, I've got a dog, and his name it is Whiskey. He follows me everywhere, loyal and frisky. He sits at the bar with his own pint of stout, and the barman won't serve me if whiskey's poured out. And it's no, nay, never. Stop. No, nay, never, no how. best friend, I vow.
Sing along, you know the chorus. I know you gotta recognise this song. Classic. But with a little Shamrocks and Shenanigans twist.
And he sat in the pew. Father Brennan said out, but sure whiskey just knew. He howled through the hymns like a drunk uncle sings. Now the priest says that dog does more praying than him. And it's no, nay, never. Stop, stop, stop. No, nay, never, no how will I part with me whiskey. He's me best friend, I vow.
What a name for a dog as well. Whiskey. I think that's the best name for a dog I've ever heard. I think if I get another dog I might call it Brandy. Because I do like a little bit of brandy.
Now the wife caught a Sunday, both sat in the bath. Me scrubbing his ears and the two of us laughed. She said, it's the dog or it's me, make your choice. Sure, whiskey and me, well, we packed up the rolls. And it's no, nay, never. Stop, stop, stop. No, nay, never, no how will I part with me whiskey. He's me best friend, I vow. She took me back in the end. On the condition whiskey sleeps outside the bed. We're working on it.
So, little twist there on the Wild Rover, if you didn't know what that instrumental was. Little twist on it. Now, here for the next one. I don't know about, this is one for the ladies, because it's more of a ladies drink, although I do like it myself. And it is on our page, or was on our page, and it's on Spotify, Apple Music and all the rest of it. Some of you may recognise this song. And if you don't know what these are, go to a pub and ask for some and you won't be disappointed. This song's called Baby Guinness. Have about 10
pints of Guinness went out on the town. They got very cozy when the lights went down. 9 months later, begorra, what's this? A tiny black baby with a creamy white kiss. Baby Guinness, baby Guinness, the littlest legend in a shot glass so small. Every girl on the night out gives a squeal and a call. Line up the babies, we're having them all. Baby Guinness, oh baby Guinness, you're the only baby we want more and more of. He's got his daddy's color, stout as stout can be, but he's only 3 inches, the size of your wee feet. He's born with a head on him, proper Irish cream. One gulp and you're smiling like you've won the whole team. Baby Guinness, baby Guinness, the girls shout more babies at 11:30. They're knocking them back like it's going out of fashion in heaven. Another round of babies, they're losing their senses. Baby Guinness, sweet baby Guinness, best family reunion in 7 ounces. Now the mammy's a pint and the daddy's a pint, but the baby's a shooter, he's the cheeky little skint. He slides down easy, no fighting or fuss, leaves a chocolatey kiss and a trail of oh Jesus. Some say he's a desert, some say he's sin, but when Sierra from Talek down sick, she just grins. Me throat's like a nursery, I've a whole crutch within. Baby Guinness, baby Guinness,
So,
From Temple Bar to the taxi queue.
this one was released, I don't know, a few months ago on the channel. Unfortunately, we've had to take a lot of the videos down, but you'll still be able to find it on our Facebook page, our Rumble, Spotify, Amazon, all the rest of it. I'll put links to all the links to all the other sites you can find our songs in the description of this video. And this next one is for the lads. For the men, let me know if any of you guys have been in this situation. It's a brand new one. It's called A Weekend Sesh.
Now I only went out for the one right. One singular. That was the plan anyway.
We've all heard that before, yeah? It's never one. 1 or 100. In my case, normally 100.
I swore I'd be home by 9. Mary had the dinner on a lovely bit of brine, but Deco texted one sweet pint. Sure, what harm could it do? Well,
On the water tonight, though.
On the Friday became 2. Oh, I went out
Hot in the studio.
and I crawled on Monday morn. Me shoes were gone, me phone was dead, me dignity was worn. There's a traffic cone in me kitchen and a goat tied to the gate. And Mary's at the window saying, "Dog, you dare be late." Saturday's a blurry patch. I woke up in Athlone. How I got to Athlone, lads, is anybody's known. I'd a stamp up on me forehead saying property you're sane. And I don't know any sounds at all, but apparently I'm his mom. Oh, I went out on the Friday and I crawled on Monday morn. Me shoes were gone, me phone was dead, me dignity was worn. There's a traffic cone in me kitchen and a goat tied to the gate. And Mary's at the window saying, "Dog, you dare be late."
So comment down below if you've been in this situation.
On Sunday we found Deco.
I know I'm not the only one.
Inside a skip, clutching half a dunner and a novelty whip. We toasted to our fallen. Big Anto lost at 3. Last seen arm wrestling a garden shouting, "You're not real to me." Now Monday, oh sweet Monday. Me head's a broken drum. Me mouth's like Gandhi's flip-flop. And me left arm's gone all numb. I've a fear I can't put words on, and a text I can't explain, that just says sorry about the horse, and I'll never drink again. Until Friday, obviously. Oh, I went out on the Friday and I crawled on Monday morn. Me shoes were gone, me phone was dead, me dignity was worn. There's a traffic cone in me kitchen and a goat tied to the gate. And Mary's at the door now, lads, I'll accept me fate. Mary, Mary love, I can explain the goat.
So, I don't know if anyone's been in that situation before. I think I have many times. Minus the goat. I don't think I've ever woke up with a goat. Traffic cone, yeah. Other people's clothes, yeah. A dog, yeah. Never a goat. I've never had a goat on after a weekend session. But fortunately, them years are behind me at the moment. But we can all slip back into it quite easily. Now, here's a track that you might not have heard. It's out on the Tipsy Tin Whistle page. And I don't know if anyone else has been in this situation when you've been out of it. But have you ever talked to anything that's talked back to you that shouldn't? Well, Barry did in this song.
In the little village of Ballyshannon, County Donegal, lived a lad called Barry who was fond of alcohol. He'd start with a pint, move on to a whiskey or 3, then he'd stagger home talking to things no one else could see. One night in the garden under the moon so bright, he met a wee frog sitting there shining green and white. The frog looked at Barry and gave him a wink and said in a voice like a raspy old drink, "Top of the evening! again, you big drunken fool! Oh, Barry and the magic frog, sitting on a log, having deep conversations in the misty Donegal fog. One's talking shite and the other's replying, two drunk philosophers under the sky and the stars aligning. Rivet me a story, tell me the meaning of life. They solve all the world's problems between midnight and 5:30. Barry and the magic frog, best of mates they be. One's a man and the other's a frog, but both drunk as can be. Barry says, Frog, why's the world gone so mad? The frog replies, because you humans are all bad at math. You fight over land, over money, over love, when ye should just be dancing and drinking above. Barry nods wisely, spills half his can. You're right there, Froglet, you're a wise little man. The government's lying, the prices are high, but at least we've got Guinness and you by me side. They argued about women, football and Brexit. The frog did a backflip and landed in a bucket. Barry tried to dance the ceilidh with his new green friend, ended up tripping and rolling down the glen. The neighbors all whisper when they see Barry pass, there he goes again, talking to the grass. But Barry just laughs and raises his glass. Sure, the frog understands me, unlike you lot, ya ass. Oh, Barry and the magic frog, sitting on a log, having deep conversations in the misty Donegal fog. One's talking shite and the other's replying, two drunk philosophers under the sky and the stars aligning. Rivet me a story, tell me the meaning of life. They solve all the world's problems between midnight and 5:30. Barry and the magic frog, best of mates they be. One's a man and the other's a frog, but both drunk as can be. Some say the frog's just a hallucination, others say he's a fairy in frog form on a mission. But Barry swears blind that the frog is real. He told me the winner of next year's All-Ireland final.
I need one of those frogs.
Oh, Barry and the magic frog, sitting on a log, still having deep conversations in the misty Donegal fog. If you see a lad staggering home at 4:30, muttering ribbit and slanty as he falls through the door, that's Barry and his magic frog, the wisest pair in town, solving every problem after knocking a few down. So raise up your glass to the drunk and the green. May we all find a magic frog when we're out of our spleen.
Oh yeah, there's Barry and the magic frog. I hope you enjoyed that one. Can't say I've ever spoken to a frog before, although I do remember a time when I used to have a conversation when I was a bit drunk and a bit on the old, and I was speaking to a donkey for a while until someone came up and found me and said, "What are you doing? You're talking to a donkey?" I was like, "Oh right, yeah." And that kind of ties it into the next song, because this one is all about a donkey. Check it out. And just like to say a big thank you to everyone who's listening and liking, subscribing. And if you do like this video, please hit like and drop a little comment.
Where they all look the same. A fine enough man when the sun was high, but a danger to all when the Guinness did fly. He'd start with a pint, sure just the one. By the 14th round he'd forgotten the sun and the moon and his name and where he'd come from. Oh, Connor Murphy, you magnificent fool, you drank the whole parish bone dry as a tool. You woke every morning not knowing your sin, with a head full of thunder and Jameson's gin. God save us all, Connor, what have you done now? And why is that creature beside you? And how? There was the night that he climbed Brennan's wall, knocked on the window, 'twas not his hall. He sang a song to poor Mrs. O'Brien, convinced she was Venus and he wasn't lying. He once took the priest's hat clean off his head, wore it to Flanagan's bar till he was put to bed. Father Malone still talks about it at confession. No, Connor Murphy, you magnificent fool. You drank the whole parish bone dry as a tool. You woke every morning not knowing your sin, with a head full of thunder and Jameson's gin. God save us all.
So a lot of these songs have got the same theme, you know. Yeah, we've all been there.
Creature beside you. But Friday past was a different breed, when Connor took drink at a desperate speed. He left Mulligan's bar at 2:45, singing a song that was known only to he. He staggered the lane in the thick of the dark, past Paddy McGrath's field, past the old timber yard, and somewhere between, well, the world went away. He opened one eye at the break of dawn light. He felt something warm on his left and his right. He smelled something earthy. He heard a soft sound. He looked to his left, then he looked to the ground. Lord have mercy on us. In the bed on his mother's good quilt lay a donkey called Fergus. No shame and no guilt. Connor looked at the donkey looked back. The donkey, it seemed, had been given a snack. 3 rich tea biscuits, a handful of hay, and Connor's good cap from the hook in the hall. Oh, Connor Murphy, you magnificent fool. You drank the whole parish bone dry as a tool. You woke every morning not knowing your sin, with a head full of thunder and Jameson's gin. God save us all, Connor, what have you done now? And why is that donkey beside ya? Hey-ho! And Fergus, hey, evidently.
Yeah, so that one is Waking Up with a Donkey. And if you've got any crazy ideas like that, please let me know, because I'm always looking on some new ideas for new songs. So if you've got any ideas, drop them down, write me a message. Love to hear from you. Now the next track is one of my personal favourites, because it is based loosely on a true story, and I'm sure more people can relate to this. As you may have noticed, there's a bit of a theme going on today's video, and it's a lot of things that happen when you're on the old source. But you know, it's funny, you can laugh about it after if it's not too serious. And this is what this channel's all about, just having a bit of a laugh. So I hope you enjoy it, and this one's called Lost My Wallet. And you'll be able to find it on Spotify again, and the usual, you know, Apple, iTunes, all that sort of stuff. Hope you enjoy this one, and this is the last one of the video.
From Ballybunion, who drank the pub so well, last Friday night with Paddy Seamus and the gang so bold, we tore the town from door to door till every purse was cold. We danced with girls from Kerry, we sang till throats were raw. We drank 10 pints of Murphy's, then 11 pints and more. But in the haze of closing time, beneath the neon glow, poor Mickey lost his leather wallet. Oh, the seeds of grief were sown. Oh, me wallet's gone, the devil take the night. Me tickets to the concert for my darling's birthday sight. The saw doctors in the city, row 7 seats so fine. She'll murder me come morning, sure the wife will take me life. He woke next day in agony, his head a blacksmith's forge, his mouth like sandpaper deserts, his memory gone to gorge. He pats his pockets, pats again, sweet Jesus, Mary Joe. No wallet, no cars, no tickets, only shame and mortal woe. Oh lads, he cries, I'm finished, she'll hang me by the neck. I promised her them tickets, now I'm up to here in direct. She'll skin me like a rabbit, she'll boil me in a pot. For losing her birthday surprise, sure I'm better off shot. Oh, me wallet's gone, the curse of the drinks to blame. The concert's gone, the romance gone, I'll never be the same. She'll chase me round the kitchen with the frying pan so wide, for lose at her big night out, God help me when she finds. The door creaks open slowly, in walks the Mrs. Fair. Her face is like a thunder cloud, her eyes like burning glare. Mickey drops upon his knees. Forgive me, love, I'm done. I lost the bloody tickets. Please don't kill your loved one. She looks at him, then starts to laugh, a laugh so deep and wide. She pulls a thing from her apron, oh, the wallet's safe inside. Ye great agent, says herself, ye handed it to me. That 1:30 this morning, when ye could hardly see. You said, mind this, darling, don't let it out of sight. Then you kissed me on the cheek and danced off into the night. I've had it all along, you fool, tickets towards the lot. Now get up and make the tea before I lose the plot. Oh, me wallet's found, the ticket's safe and sound. The wife's not cross, she's laughing, sure I'm still around. We'll go to see the Saw Doctors, row 7 hand in hand. And next time I go out with the lads, I leave the wallet at home grand. So raise a glass to Mickey Mac, the luckiest man alive, who lost his mind but kept his wife and managed to survive. Slide to the lads, slide to the wife so true, and never trust your memory when there's drink involved with you.
Hey, so that brings us to the end of the video, and if you've watched it all the way to the end here, I'd like to thank you and thank everyone for listening who likes, subscribes and joins us in the chat and the live chat. It's always nice to hear from you. And yeah, there's been a few changes to the channel, so if you have stuck around for the new videos, I do appreciate it, because we have had to change a lot of things in the channel. So yeah, if you listened all the way to this, if you have listened all the way to the end of this video, please hit a like, drop a little comment, and it will really help the channel get back on its feet. So yeah, appreciate every single one of you. Until the next time, much love, respect, and please, whatever you do, stay safe. And if you're drinking, drink responsibly, because you don't want to end up waking up next to a donkey, or talking to a frog, or I don't know, talking to a fish. Anyway, catch you all later.